In this section, we're going to cover what a competition analysis is, why you need to do one to get ahead, how to actually go about doing a competition analysis, and most importantly, how to use the information you find to increase your search engine rankings. A competition analysis is exciting because it gives you a sneak peek into how your competitors are ranking their websites. So let's take a look. As I mentioned, the competition analysis is exciting because it gives you a sneak peek into how your competitors are ranking their websites, so you can do it even better. A competition analysis is basically looking at a competitor's website just like you just looked at your own in this course. So it can be a lot of work, but by looking at what your competitors are doing to rank in search engines, it's easier to figure out what you need to do and be able to take advantage of what they're not doing well. You may also be able to identify some new keywords that you may not have thought of. There is really a lot of benefit to performing an SEO competition analysis. Here are several things you can do to do a good competition analysis. First, and probably the least attractive option, but the most thorough, is to start your SEO audit completely over again, except this time complete it for your competitor to see what they're doing and not doing well. You can also use Open Site Explorer to see what backlinks that competitor has to identify what opportunities exist for you. So you can simply type in their domain name and it's going to give you the list of incoming links just like you see here. You can also use Open Site Explorer Compare Link Metrics feature to get a side-by-side comparison of your website with your competitors' websites. Here you can compare specific pages and the root domain as well. And lastly, SEMrush is a great tool for learning about your competition. They have a free option that gives you some limited searches. And if you want a more advanced report or more searches, you can register for a paid account. I like to do a search for my different competitors and get a good overview of what they're up to. So let's take a quick look. We saw here how to see our competitors. Now we can go under the backlinks category and click on backlinks comparison. This is going to allow us to enter up to 5 domains that we can compare. Now, as you can see here, this is going to show you how many backlinks they have, how many are referring domains. Although they have over 1000 links, there are 249 unique domains that are referring to them. And it breaks it down by the different types of domains if they're educational domains or .com domains. So this is a great way to get a very quick overview of all of your online competitors. In the next section, we'll look at the type of information you should be reviewing when looking at your competitors' data. Now, I want to take a minute to talk about something that goes a little beyond SEO, but I'm including it here because it is very important to your overall SEO strategy, and that is developing a promotional strategy for the website you are working on. This will help you be found in more places, which will bring in more traffic, and more traffic will increase your web page's importance in the eyes of search engines, which of course can lead you to even more traffic. So there are many things that you can do, even starting with something as simple as making sure that you have a mobile version of your website, because over 30% of purchases these days are made on mobile devices. So you don't want to lose out on that traffic. And even more importantly, you don't want to lose out on that revenue. And as I'm sure you can already imagine, over 85% of consumers' time on their mobile devices is spent on apps. So does your website have an app? If not, can you create a simple app that you can add to the App Store that can be a huge source of traffic and bring in a lot more people to your website and a lot more buyers for you? Do you have any presence on social media? If you do, that's great. But is there another website that you might be able to leverage? If you sell products on your website, you can add products to the Google Merchant Center, for example. That way that can help your products be found as well. It's owned by Google. You really can't go wrong there. If you're selling products, you can also create product coupon codes and submit those to coupon sites so that you can be found by new buyers who will come to your website. You can upsell them and convert them to be on your subscriber list. Hopefully, you can also get press. You can write a press release, for example, about your business, or even better, You can focus on one specific product or service that your website is promoting and get the word out there about that. So, there are many ways to promote your website in addition to SEO, and these methods will only help to improve your overall traffic and SEO efforts. But they also give you additional traffic funnels, so you don't solely rely on SEO. This is not fun to think about, but what if you wake up one day to find Google has de-indexed your website completely and all your income is tied to your top rankings? Now, what these promotional efforts are what can save you while you figure out what happened. Now, if you're following the strategies in this course, you're setting things up correctly, you're dramatically going to reduce the chance of something like that happening to you. But at the same time, it just makes good business sense to rely on a number of traffic sources and not just one. By now, you know which keywords you will be trying to rank for. So, to identify your online competitors, simply type each of your keywords into Google to see which websites come up in the first and second position. Those are going to be your competitors. Really not that complex, right? But it'll give you the information you're looking for. Your next option is to go back to SEMrush and type in your domain name. Simply scrolling down, it's going to tell you who your competitors are in search, just like it's going to tell you who your competitors are in ads if you're doing pay-per-click ads. So this is a great way to very quickly find who your top competitors are. Now that you know how to find your competitors, let's see what they're up to.